Hey there folks, I am the Mighty Plantain and we are looking at a beer from Lone Pine Brewing out of Portland, Maine tonight called Diamond Unicorn. Now, we're looking at Diamond Unicorn. I know. It is what it is. We are definitely not dealing with the pony cum jar though. If you know what I'm talking about, I feel bad for you, man. But if you don't know what I'm talking about, don't fucking look it up. Do not Google pony cum jar. You will regret it for the rest of your life. Instead, let's look at Diamond Unicorn. This is a American double IPA. 7.8% ABV, and IBUs not listed, but if they are available, I will post them down in the comments. By the way, it is May 1st, 2021. I know, I mentioned this in a previous video, or maybe a future video, depending on when I post what I filmed. Viewer feedback. Sorry guys, I know at one point I started mentioning at the top of the video when I filmed it so that it would have some relevance to your timeline. Your timeline, like I'm traveling between them. Anyway, so that people would know when I posted an old video 3 years later, just to fill the space. I've been doing less and less of that, so hopefully it hasn't been coming up as much. But anyway, it is after midnight, so it is May 2nd of 2021 today. I said May 1st a minute ago. Stand corrected. But anyway. Alright. Yes, not the first beer filmed of the evening, but we're looking at Rainbow Unicorn. American double IPA. Lots of emojis on the side of the can here. It's going to be a unicorn and rainbows kind of day. No, it ain't. Well, odds are 5 days out of the week it's not going to be a fucking unicorn and rainbows kind of day. Saturday and Sunday, maybe. But unfiltered, unpasteurized, because all good things are wild and free. Like unicorns, obviously. Keep refrigerated. Hoppy beers are better fresh. Live yeast may settle. Okay. So here we are with a Lone Pine beer that specifically says live yeast may settle. So I'm expecting that if I get too aggressive with this pour, I will have a yeast clot, because I've had a couple of those recently from other breweries or the same one. But here's the thing, I don't want to get too non-aggressive with the pour, because if I take it too lightly, I don't get a good head on it. Ugh. Oh. Doesn't matter. Towards the end, there was a darkening of the stream, which tells me that there are some definite particulates in there, and there was some sludge at the bottom of the can. But definitely a citrusy and hazy orange color, but very hazy. I'm not seeing the chunks that I did from the last Lone Pine Brewing beer that I poured out. So even though there's obviously particulates in there, they are fine enough to be suspended in the mix and not clumped together into chunks, which I appreciate from a visual standpoint on the beer. Obviously, I didn't pour it hard enough to get a good head on it. That's weird. I know I went pretty quiet for a minute there, but I'm getting a weird nougaty sweetness off of the aroma. Seriously, Snickers bars still use nougat. Milky Way still uses nougat. But what I'm getting is I'm getting this weird, sweet, nougaty, like the old Brock's jelly nougats candies smell from it. And if you don't know what a Brock's jelly nougat candy is, then fuck you. You're too fucking old. Too young. Anyway, seriously, outside of that, nougat has this distinctive smell. A distinctive sweet smell to it. That's different from other sweet candy smells. And I'm getting a nougaty smell from this. Weird. Anyway. Definitely smelling nougat. Up front, that is a huge mouthful of bitterness. Damn. That's definitely a double IPA. I'm still getting that same aroma. So when I swallow it, I get that huge rush of hoppy bitterness. It's throwing me for a loop here. It's weird. It smells sweet and nougaty, but it tastes like pure hop oil indulgence. I mean, you're kind of indulging when you grab a hop cone and just chew on the fucker. But that's what I'm getting, is the impression that I just took a handful of hop cones fresh off the vine and stuffed them in my mouth. Indulgence is kind of the right term, but I can't imagine anybody actually doing that, like pulling a handful of hops off the vine and just shoving them in their mouth. I can imagine people rolling them in their hands to feel the resins and get a nice sniff off of them and the aromas, but I can't imagine somebody just taking a handful of fresh hop cones and shoving them in their mouth. But that's what I'm getting, is the impression from this beer is that flavor is just raw hoppiness. A mouthful of raw hoppiness. That's not awful. And despite the fact that I'm not getting any particular hoppy notes like citrus, pine, earthiness, or floral, and it's kind of just this big conglomeration of all four of those major hop notes I know: dankness, grassiness, etc. There are other more subtle hop notes, but the main four that we are used to, it's like all four of them crammed together and shoved in my face all at once. So it's not bad. It's not impressing me. It's kind of neutral, but it's overall got a great hoppiness to it. So I'm settling on a 3.5 out of 5. On a scale of 1 to 5, 2.5 is average. So a 3.5, means it's an above average beer, distinctly above average. It's just not impressing me or blowing me away. Pardon. But I also have nothing bad to say about it. So we're right there at 3.5 out of 5. Anyway, that's just what I have to say about it. Hit me up down below in the comments or the email link. Love to hear what you have to say about this beer. While you're down there, don't forget to like and share the video. Make sure to subscribe to the channel. Till next time, folks. Thanks for tuning in. Cheers.